Okay, everybody, this is episode number 11. We have a Dark Halo in the studio today, and their song A Flame Betide is absolutely awesome.
I'm Dave Lohmiller. I'm bass and lead vocals.
Chris Jones, guitar and occasional backup vocals.
Hey, I'm Abe Robertson. I do lead guitar.
Kay Papale, and I play the drums.
I guess a very important part of the story I should mention is that a lot of the people involved in this project are actually game developers. What you're looking at here, we're sort of calling a Dark Halo sort of Gen 2. The band was originally started in 2005 back in Phoenix by Christopher Jones. I call him Jonesy for short. It's like Tuesday and Thursday nights. Jonesy and I would get together, write some songs, and we were putting them up on GarageBand at the time. I don't know if you remember that whole like peer review thing. It was a wrestling project, approached me and said, hey, we'd like to knew I was working on this band, and asked like, hey, would you like to be in this wrestling game? And I was like, yes, we want to be in the wrestling game. So he popped in the very first two songs that we had come up with at the time, a song called Burn It All, and a song called Beyond Recall. And that went out, and we're like, oh, this is great, lots of fun, got a free copy of Day of Reckoning 2, and we thought that would probably be all there was to it. But people cared, and that was awesome to us. And we picked up this really cool, very loyal, incredibly supportive group of fans from that WWE title that are still supporting us today. And once that started to happen, we figured, maybe we should turn this into a real band thing. So enter Abe. Abe was working at the same game studio I was at the time, and one of my coworkers in the audio department sort of set us up on, should we call it like a musical blind date or something? She knew I was doing some metal tampering, and she knew that Abe was an incredible guitar talent. So she sort of like, forget if she dragged me to you or dragged you into my room, but
it was a combination of both. I mean, I'd heard about you before I started working there again, because this, CA was like I'd worked at early on in my career, and worked at several other game studios and did kind of like a 6-month contract with them. And all of my kind of metal friends that I knew from that studio had told me about Dave Lohmiller. They had an audio director now, and I was like, oh man, I got to meet that guy, this metalhead audio director dude.
So I asked him like, hey, that thing that you did, that singing songs, these narrative things that you're playing on guitar, do you want to try that for this project? And sent it off. It goes, and I hit play on it, and it was just like that old tape commercial, just right. It's this whole new sound that ADH had never had before. And once Jonesy and I heard that, it's like, oh my God, no, we have to do this thing. Let's bring the project back. So we finished up the track, self-published, popped it up on Spotify, and again, so this is the third time in ADH, and it got traction, and it was going to new ears, and we were getting this new following of people that were into the sound. It was crazy, but it lit the three of us up on fire to see that happening. And so once again, just like we did when we were in Phoenix, no, we got to turn this into a real band. Let's get a drummer. Let's get the backing tracks. And so Abe and I started looking into the local, whatever you want to call them, the musician dating sites, right? And we interviewed some really cool people, some really talented people. We auditioned some really talented people. But actually, we had sort of gotten to the spot where we were kind of giving up on Drummer Hunt 2019 because it was a lot of work. Very tedious. It was kind of getting expensive because we kept renting out this place called Waveform that you can do short-term band rental things. We finally found Kay, and we were looking at her influences and her history and everything, and it's like, wait, that's exactly right. So we contacted her, got her down to Waveform, and Kay came in, and told us all about her. She's, I'm a working pro musician. Drumming is what I do for a living. I'm into Pantera. I'm into Dream Theater. It's like, oh god. Right.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
The audition. You and Kay jamming through "Pull Me Under."
That
was super fun. And I was trying to keep up because I used to know how to play that song, but I totally forgot. So.
It was great. Yeah, she came in and she played through I, Revenant and Starfall, which are the two that were finished at the time. Kay was the first one that did it, that hacked it, that nailed it, made it look easy, and it's like, oh, Drummer Hunt 2019 is over.
I just have to comment on what really blew me away about Kay. So yes, I was watching videos from afar. I remember seeing the list of candidates, and I remember watching a live performance at, it was like a nice little venue, and they go into this drum solo section, and she's like this super pro drummer doing like the whole like drum solo, and I'm like, what? I mean, she was exploding back there, and I'm like, who is that? and then of course, they just told the story about the Dream Theater song performance. And I also have to say, with Mr. Abe, before I had the pleasure of meeting you in person, I remember you were working on a cover of a Devin Townsend song, like my personal, like spiritual Devin Townsend song that like changed my life years ago. And when I heard that,
so just to switch over to UK, is that a real drum set behind you?
Yes, it is.
It is? Oh, yeah. Fantastic. I would ask you to play some stuff, but I don't think this is the right time or right place. But that is so cool that you're framed up around your drum set. This is probably the first time I've seen somebody sit at their drum set and do an interview. So, congrats. Tell us more about your life, Kay. How are you? What got you into drums? Where did you progress from there, and where are you at today?
First of all, I'm originally from the Philippines. I was born and raised in the Philippines. When I was 15 years old, it was actually a lot of, we played a lot of Earth, Wind and Fire. What do you call this? Like Eldebarge, all those stuff, like Kool and the Gang.
Wow.
So, I was into that. Like, that's how I started.
Wow.
Yeah, and then so my cousin, who's a bass player, he introduced me to the Rage Against the Machine, Korn, and I was like, oh, I liked it. And Slipknot.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I love this. Yeah. And then some of my cousins, she's the guitarist for my first band, introduced Mr. Big, that kind of music, and I was like, oh crap, I really love this. And so Pat Torpy actually is my drum hero, the drummer for Mr. Big, who actually passed away, and I was so sad when he passed away. Like, dude, really, it was like I was crying. And the same thing with like when Neil Peart passed away. Oh boy, that
same
affected
here.
me. Oh my gosh, man, that was like heartbreaking. But anyway, so that's how I started. Like, I didn't focus on just one genre. Like, I was all over the place, just like my mom. Well, she's my mom.
Yeah.
So yeah. So yeah.
I think we're going to cut to you guys a song. So this is the point in the interview that we are going to show your song. So if you want to talk a little bit more about Flame Betide, now is that time. Give us a good lead up into that song.
Flame Betide. It's a fiery hellscape of woe, but also sometimes it's pretty. And also there was screaming, and also I yelled at a fire and my neighbor thinks I'm crazy.
All right, here we go. So this is Flame Betide by a Dark Halo, also acronymed ADH. Check them out. We'll be back with you guys in just a minute. I'm gonna put Jonesy and Kay on Team Rock. Okay. Yeah, good one. And then we're gonna have Dave and Abe on Team Top. Clean shirt, no shoes, new shoes, excuse me. And I don't know where I'm going to. Silk suit, black tie. I don't need a reason why.
I don't know.
It felt like ZZ Top.
I was gonna say it felt like Red Hot Chili Peppers or something.
So your answer is?
I'll go. Yeah, we go with Dave. Why not? ZZ Top.
2 points.
Yay!
Oh, snap.
This.
The blacksmith and the artist reflect in their heart. They forge their creativity.
Sounds like Rush.
2 points. Team Rock.
Nice.
Okay, ready? Team Top. In our hour of need, ha, you're not there. And though I reached out for you, wouldn't lend a hand.
Dave, you got to know this. Come on.
Yeah, I know. I'm in.
I have no idea. I know that's not an answer.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Dave,
be. In,
that's all you.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in a whole lot of trouble. So let's just go with Drake. I know that's not right, but that's our official answer.
For everything that we don't know.
Yeah. So now I can look stupider on the internet.
Okay, Team Rock.
Hello, me, Megadeth.
Oh,
Yes!
Yeah.
Oh.
Good job, Jonesy.
Yeah.
Good job.
Thank you for saving my butt.
On Team Rock, you guys ready?
Yep.
To close it up. I felt the hate rise up in me, kneel down and clear the stone of leaves. I wandered out where you can't see. Inside my shell,
Slipknot.
Wow.
Well done, Kay.
Team Rock, 3 weeks in a row for the win.
Oh my God.
Congratulations. Okay, this is the closing out piece. You guys want to plug anything, tag anything, shout outs, whatever. This is your time. You got a couple minutes, light it up, and then we're going to get out of here.
We would love for y'all to come visit us on Facebook and Insta. A Dark Halo in both places. Videos on YouTube. If you check Heavy Armor Records is the name of the channel. All of our music videos and teasers and shenaniganry is there. We'd love for you to check out the artists that have been supporting us, Wreck-A Raccoon and Prime on ArtStation.
Yeah, Worldwide Wakelys on YouTube and Instagram. Like I mentioned earlier, they're the my camera crew in Michigan. Check them out.
Okay.
And yeah, actually, I just want to mention a couple other bands. Isolated Antagonist. Check out that band. They're fantastic. And already mentioned Conflict earlier.
Okay. Anybody else?
Maybe to the all Filipino
Cool.
Filipino musicians that I'm friends with in the Philippines. Mga Pinoy. Dito na ako. Yay! I miss you guys. Saka good luck. And sana one day, sana isang araw magkasama-sama tayong lahat dito. Yeah. Yun lang.
Awesome.
Mahal ko kayo.
A Dark Halo, everybody. This is Rock Top, episode number 11. I want to thank you guys so much for your time. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for all the great information you shared with us. And we look forward to your new music.
Thanks,
Thank you
man.
so much.
Thank you.
Which was the first single we had put out in, what was it, at the time it was like 12, 13 years we'd been missing.
Yep. Yeah,
Real
I think
good,
so.
real good resume gap there, guys.